Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Shout out to Hat Man Strikes Back. I saw this video on his channel, so I thought I'd go ahead and add my 2 cents to this. So apparently Friday, Terence Crawford had an interview with Boxing Scene, and he's called out Julius Indongo. He actually wants that unification bout with him after the Felix Diaz fight. Now, this is some of the things he's said here in quotations here. So this is what Terence said. Look, first of all, I'm going to make this very clear. I am not looking past Felix Diaz at all. I'm not going to do that whatsoever. However, after I get past Diaz, I want that unification fight. Okay? And apparently everybody wants that fight. So, and Bob Aarons also indicated that he wants this fight as well. And this is what Aarons had to say. Well, this is what Terence had to say about Indongo. Let me see. No. Actually, no. This is what Aaron had to say about Indongo. Okay. So, actually, you know what? Let me start with Terence's quote first, and then I'm gonna go back to Aaron. This is what Terence said. Quote: he was referring to Indongo. He said, "Look, I watched the fight pertaining to his fight, Indongo's fight with Ricky Burns. You know, he put on a great performance. He did everything that he had to do to get the job done. He's tall, rangy, and he can box. It'll be a good fight. Couldn't agree more." This is what Bob Arum had to say. He said, "Look, he's a good fighter, this guy, Indongo. That's a guy that nobody's never heard of because he hasn't fought in the U.S. But our matchmaker said that he's a damn good fighter, and apparently he's looking forward down the line to fight Terence. Now, this is a kid that's coming on, that he's a very, very good fighter. Then I think he holds 2 belts now at 140, so that's a good possibility. Well, he does hold 2 belts at 140. He holds the WBA title. He also holds the IBF title and the minor title as well, the secondary title, which is the IBO, while Terence holds the WBC, the WBO, and the lineal title. So definitely all the marbles, like Madman puts it, all the belts will be on the line. Wow, man. So definitely a great fight that we all want to see. We want to, this is what we're all clamoring for. Now, as we all know, a few weeks ago or a month ago, things got a little complicated because the IBF had came out and shot down any possibilities of Indongo trying to enter unification bout with Terence Crawford by mandating him to defend his IBF title against Sergey Lipinets. Now, again, Nestor Tobias, who's Indongo's manager promoter, had came out and responded, to those that situation. Said, "Look, we will address the IBF accordingly. We're not going to run from anybody, and we'll go from there." Meanwhile, we've been focused on trying to get that Crawford unification bout done. So according to Tobias, they have been talking to Top Rank and whatnot to get this fight made. And like I said, this is a perfect fight to be made. This is for all the as Hatman and I say, all the marbles. This fight could determine who's the best fighter at 140. Plain and simple. And it's just beyond me how anybody could go against that. And it's funny though, because all these people who's arguing for mandatories deserve to get their shots when it came to Indongo, all of a sudden now they're upset that mandatories are invoking their mandatory shots against Anthony Joshua over in the heavyweight division. Again, I'm going to remain consistent on the situation. Though there are some mandatories who are legitimate and they are dangerous, and there are some mandatories whom I don't deem as legitimate and dangerous, but yet they fought their way to get to that position, so I can't knock them for it. I honestly feel that unification bouts always should supersede mandatory fights. Plain and simple. Period. I don't care who the mandatory is. They need to wait and get their shots. Okay? If the unification fights fall through, they don't get made, then yes, you go ahead and the champion should go and fight their mandatories. Okay? I just wish people could stay consistent here and just apply the same standards like they did for Indongo and apply it to Anthony Joshua. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So, with that said, yeah, I think honestly, and again, I have to repeat myself again. I think the mandatories who are all going out there trying to invoke their title shot clauses, whatnot, I think they all should fight each other and to have a unified mandatory challenger. That way it'll clear up all this mess that the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA has at this point. That's just my take on it. Anyhow, Who do you see winning this potential matchup between Indongo and Crawford? Stylistically, this could be a good fight. Is a definitely interesting fight, as Crawford hasn't fought anyone who's a southpaw, who's tall, who's rangier, who's got quick feet, who's got quick hands, and he's got power. He's got power in his punches. So definitely interesting matchup. So let me know what your thoughts on this. Who do you think will win this fight between Julius Indongo and Terence Crawford? I'm out. Peace.